Hey guys, welcome to another recap of American Idol. Alright, the auditions are continuing in Denver, Colorado, the Mile High City. Yeah, that's where they found Daughtry in season 5. Maybe we'll find another one. Alright, so the judges are the usual misfits, including Victoria Beckham. She's back for a second city. And by the way, how many people noticed that she was way overdressed? Alright, so Randy's got the hots for her though. I think he wishes he was Bex. He's a little... Alright, so next guy up. Jack Black lookalike, or not. I think he just had the size thing in common with Jack Black. He tried to be funny, but it was just a little confusing. I think he was confusing the judges too, until he started to sing. His name was Mark Laberola. And he sang a Squeeze song. I thought it was really excellent. His voice was perfectly suited for that song, but I'm questioning his sustainability for the rest of the auditions because, I don't know, but it was a yes. Alright, so yeah, trying out's a big deal. You get some nerves, and sometimes you develop an annoying habit. Like this next guy, Mario Galvan. He's an addictions counselor, and he's got a nervous laugh. And nervous laughs are very uncomfortable for everyone, including the people that have to listen to them. So he sang Jailhouse Rock, and with a song selection like that for the audition, you just knew it was going to be a no. There's lots of angry, foul-mouthed people in Denver. They're crazy, and they're angry. The best part of that montage that they showed was this really large-sized woman who was particularly angry and threatening and trying to get away from the camera. And she kind of got stuck in between two planters. She couldn't go any further. So that was pretty funny. Alright, single mom Kimberly Kerbow up next. She had a really nice voice. And Simon especially liked that she said she would buy him Rogaine if he ever needed it. I don't think he's ever going to need it. I mean, come on, he's got a bristle brush hairstyle. So I don't think Simon's ever going to be wanting for hair, but it was a yes for her. Next one up was Danelle Hayes. She hosts a live karaoke show. She's a mom. She sings in a cover band. And she's an emotional wreck because she's tired of paying her dues and she wants things to start paying off for her. And I think she really deserves them to be. She kind of reminded me of Pink when she performed, so that's a big yes. There's some wacky audition outfits at these auditions. You know, that's one of the #1 rules. If you want to be taken seriously, don't wear a crazy outfit. But I think a lot of these people just want to be outrageous so that they can have a shot of maybe getting on the gag show. Yeah, there was a hot dog, there was a gargoyle, there's some really wacky stuff. But up next was a motorcycle accident survivor. His name was Casey James, and he had a really good voice, but apparently he had not much of a personality. So instead of wearing a wacky costume, they kind of told him to dress it down. Let your hair down, take your shirt off, it's a yes. Up next, 16-year-old. I thought she looked a lot older than 16 years old. I don't know if she needs to lay off the fake tan or the real tan or what, but she's aging. I think it was her little sister, Hope, brought pictures for the judges, which were really cute. Her name was Tori Kelly, and Simon didn't particularly like her. I'm going to have to agree with Simon. I really didn't like her voice that much, and everybody else did, though. So it was a yes for her. 15 in total made it from day 1. And day 2 began with Austin Paul. Now he's a composition major and a long snapper on his football team at the school that he goes to, his college. And Simon pretty much had him pegged. He's annoying and cocky. Now, just because you're a composition major and you write songs doesn't mean you can perform them. He was really not good, and he was so full of himself. It was really sweet when they were like, no. All right, Kenny Everett up next, also full of confidence. In fact, he told everyone that his singing is like a public service because he brings the community together. It was just like a lot of caterwauling. Kenny, I'm sorry. I think you really need to get in touch with reality. It's a no. Then there was a whole montage of no's, but I'm not just talking about no's. I'm talking about like these crazy, weird, insane no's. And it's like, how can you not know that it's going to be a no? I mean, either these people are delusional or they just want to get on television or they're delusional. So the highlight of that was the cat killer, I like to call her. It was a girl who I think she thought she was Mariah Carey. But it wasn't like Mariah Carey at all. She was one of those ones who was delusional because she was really upset when they told her no. All right. Now we have a girl who traveled all the way from Florence, Italy. And she's got a really, really squeaky, high squeaky talking voice. But thank God her singing voice was totally different. It was really nice. She kind of reminded me of an Italian Britney Spears. She's definitely got a voice for pop singing. Her name was Nicci Nix. And she's got a name for the show, too. I mean, come on, that's the next American Idol, Nicci Nix. It was a yes. All right, premature baby, Haeley Vaughnn up next. She was born at 2 pounds, and unfortunately, along the way, she lost her father. She wants to be the first black pop country singer. And her sister and her mom wanted to meet Simon and all the crew. So she was so good. Of course, they were like, yo, bring him in. You know, is she going to Hollywood? Yeah, it was a yes from everyone. So excellent. Randy even ended up pulling out the 100,000,000% yes. So that was 11 from day 2. 26 total. But wait. Last season had Bikini Girl. Now I'm thinking they're going to pull out Mankini, but no, it was Bikini Boy, Ty Hemmerling. At first I thought he was tucked, and then I could see that he was not. So it's a no. Maybe if you had tucked, Ty, they would have taken a little more kindly to you. Tomorrow night, it's the last audition stop before Hollywood. And they're saying that they saved the best for last. I guess we'll just have to be the judge of that. Till tomorrow. Much love.